So you're thinking of moving to Columbia, but you just can't decide Columbia or Lexington. They are the two most commonly searched cities on YouTube here in the Midlands, which is what I do. So I figured I'd make a video about both of them and some of the differences. We're actually going to be talking about breaking down the real deal differences, all the way from vibes, the schools, pricing, lifestyle. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you a couple little tips, things that will actually help satisfy your wallet and not break your wallet by living in one or the other as well. So there are things from cost of living to taxes to what county you're in to etc. And I'll also give you my personal preference on what I would do. Not that it's you, but what I would do as we do it.
Now, my name's Chad, and I am the local realtor. I've sold hundreds of homes for clients just like you guys here in Columbia and the surrounding areas. So if this is your first time to the channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, help us out, and you can be the first one to know about the current market here in Columbia every time that we post a video. Now, my favorite part of the day all the time is not even making these videos. It is actually getting to talk to people just like you, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're moving here in 7 days, 70 days, or even within the next year, go ahead, shoot us a call, text, email, or better yet, hit me up on my calendar for a 30-45 minute Zoom call, and we can personalize something for you and get you started. Now, all this information is actually in the description below, so you can find everything that you need right there. Listen, give me plenty of comments, talk to me. I love to talk to others too as I'm going through the video and stuff. It's not necessarily my opinion all the time. It's y'all's opinion too, whether you have ideas for the next videos, what you want to know, or how I can best serve you guys even more by talking to you and getting to you every day. Let's get right on into it. And in this, with this video, we've got Columbia. It's the capital city with college town energy, state jobs, and Gamecock Saturdays. And of course, there's Lexington, which is a little quieter, newer, tighter community feel with lake life, top-rated schools, and backyard barbecues. So let's go ahead and get started with the first metrics right now. Number one difference between Columbia and Lexington. Well, listen, I'm here in Maxie Gregg Park, over here downtown, right beside Blossom Street. As you go down the University of South Carolina, straight over this way, you've got the Black Peterson and Strom back down this way as well. Colonial Center's further back down Blossom, and Williams-Brice all the way over. With Columbia, you've got that big city energy, bars, breweries. You got all kinds of festivals down here, from the Greek festivals to Oktoberfest when it comes around, Soda City Market, all things USC. I mean, you just can't forget that. It's a little bit more diverse, a little busier, more walkable in spots like 5 Points or the Vista, and all through downtown, especially with all the new things coming to Columbia that I did on my previous video, such as Finley Park being redone. You've got the new Kroger Market Center in the heart of Forest Acres, the park that goes along with that, the Bull Street District, and everything that's coming around Williams-Brice. Now, that's a little ways into the future. The changes with Williams-Brice will be in it, but inside the actual stadium are taking place soon. But the stuff all around it's going to be years to come. And then you've got the three-way Rivers Greenway system that's connecting all that all the way from downtown all the way to the Lake Murray Dam. Just the lifestyle and the vibe with all of that downtown, that's your downtown life, the nightlife. Now, Lexington is the chill little cousin next door, and it's got suburban, spacious, a little slower paced in the best way. And you got to imagine, I mean, most people go to Lexington not only for that lifestyle, but for Lake Murray. So you got to imagine Saturday mornings at the farmer's market, dinner on the lake, knowing your neighbors by name, parks throughout the city, of course. Again, if you move to Lexington for the lake, you can jump on your boat, rent a boat. I've talked about the boat club at Lake Murray, which I will be a part of next year. If you have questions about that, comment, let me know. Get your boat, take a picnic, anchor down at Baum Island, where all the purple martins come in every single day. You can just sit and chill at the end of the day down there. You've got the relaxed, chill environment at Lexington, the bustle of downtown and the Riverbank Zoo and all the restaurants and the breweries and the Vista and Five Points, all of that around to the end, and where we're going to tell you even more about how you can have both. All right, section 2, commute and convenience. So basically traffic and how close everything is. Well, here's the truth. If you live in Lexington and commute into Columbia, it's actually not that bad. Maybe 20-30 minutes depending on the time of day. That's the price you pay just for the peace and quiet of living in Lexington, but then commuting to downtown. And if people are doing this combo, work or play in Columbia, live in Lexington, and get that small town lifestyle without missing a beat out on the big town opportunities. So traffic, you've got to get with me and I can give you all the back roads and the ways around the traffic. I-26 and I-20 can get congested at times downtown Columbia, Main Street, near the Capitol, Assembly, Hugie, all those are heavy areas, but they're also doing things in Columbia right now to where you can, that's going to alleviate a lot of that, or at least make it better. There are ways around them though if you know where you're going. And as Lexington expands toward the southwest portions closer to I-20 and the White Mill areas, traffic's not near as bad either. And the reason I even bring you down here, as you can hear all the traffic behind me, you're right here in downtown Lexington, Main Street. You've got Groucho's, you've got all this right over here. You've got traffic going through, but you're right by the law enforcement too. As it goes through right here too, the convenience of being right here at the amphitheater in downtown. You've got axe craft throwing. There's a lot of different things, but again, you can make it if you just know your way around. And that's where your local realtor, me, that's where you call me, and I can tell you everywhere, because I have been everywhere there is and know all the little ins and outs around it. Now, the other thing about traffic is I don't mind it. It's peace and quiet for me, and I'll just inch on here and there. But if you are that person that can't stand it and you're going to be traveling a lot of these roads in downtown Columbia or Lexington, neither may be for you. You may want to hit something different, such as Chapin, West Columbia, maybe even out toward Batesburg, Gilbert, even Camden, Newberry. I service all these areas and help move people in those areas as well. Community, convenience, traffic right on top of it. Number 3, schools. The Lexington school districts, they're some of the top in the state. A lot of people move to Lexington and even to Chapin and Irmo just for Lexington District 1, Lexington Richland District 5. Most of all, Lexington is actually in Lexington District 1. River Bluff's one of the most sought after high schools in Columbia right now. If you've got kids or you're planning on it, this is a huge pool. Now, Columbia has solid school pockets also, especially around the Forest Acres and even the Rosewood. But zoning matters, so check that before you go by. Many residents of downtown send their kids, they even send them to private schools. There's a number of private schools. I went over them, my West Columbia video, and even I think I even mentioned them some in the downtown as well. But we've got a bunch of some of the best private schools too. Now, there is one private school where I go to church at Northside Baptist, and it actually has their own school too, and it is one of the top rated private schools when it comes to education, and their sports program is catching up as well also. You've got good spots in Lexington and downtown, but again, check those zones. Just because a district is good doesn't mean every school's good. Just because a district is bad doesn't mean they've got one of the top schools in the Midlands. Make sure to check every bit of that out when it comes to schools as well. Tip number 4, price point, real estate. For this one, I had to go show a home today anyway, and it's the perfect home to show what you can get in Lexington. Because Lexington, there's a lot of new builds that you can get extra acreage, and it's not the new build, which is one on top of the next, the next, the next. This one that I came to look at is actually at around $540,000, but it's on 2 acres. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, about 3,000 square feet, and it's 5-10 minutes from downtown Lexington, and it's beautiful. Sometimes you're gonna have HOAs, even though you don't with this one. It's got neighborhoods with amenities, a lot more new construction. You may pay a bit more per square foot because it's gonna be anywhere from 300 to 350 is the average here in Lexington, whereas downtown it's 250 to 275. Now that's not talking about the condos, the ones on the river, historic Shandon that you're talking about, mid-century and Forest Acres and Rosewood. Of course, there's military-friendly options near Fort Jackson. The median prices down there can vary, but you can, especially in the Northeast Columbia, you can get a good home for $250,000. It's very much so, and it's not even a fixer-upper a lot of times. I've even sold stuff for $250,000 on half an acre in the Northeast. But this is what you can get right here in Lexington. It's a big home, crawl space, huge driveway. You've got a garage that is attached by the laundry room. A big driveway, you can get multiple cars in it, which is why my clients actually really like it as well. You can go into the backyard and it's just as pretty. Now, there is no pool, there is no, but you're minutes from the lake also. So where you can do some gardening back here. It is a home that's built in '85, but just a beautiful area all the way down to porch and all that as well. So just wanted to show you what you could get out here and talk to you a little bit about real estate too. There's no better place to talk about number 5, entertainment, nature, and dining than right here at the amphitheater in downtown Lexington. I was just here last night listening to a Led Zeppelin tribute band that they had, and this place was slam packed. Had Columbia, Soda City Market, Riverbank Zoo, Lake Murray, Lexington Amphitheater. All these are places in this section. Columbia's got culture, the zoo, museums, USC Sports, the Vista, and all the local food trucks. Great for date nights, concerts, and Saturday fun. Lexington, it's home base. You've got Lake Murray for boating, summer concerts at the Ice House Amphitheater, where I am now, and enough shopping and restaurants to keep things easy. Here's what I tell my clients. Live where you can relax, play where you can recharge. For a lot of folks, that's Lexington living with Columbia weekends. And that just about sums it up when it comes to everything that both of them offer. All right, number 6 is that community feel. Lexington's a very tight-knit, neighbors know each other, schools are involved, and there's a real sense of community type pride. Whereas Columbia's more transient, students, military, government workers, but it also means more diversity, more movement, more opportunity in Columbia as far as that community goes. Either one of them can be a community feel. For me, Lexington is always going to have more of the community feel, more of that atmosphere, especially if you do like neighbors, you do like a neighborhood, you like that community pool, don't mind the HOA as much, and to be close to the lake at the same time. That is the whole community there, whereas of course Columbia's more just that Gamecock atmosphere everywhere, all through downtown. Wait till the end, we're just about there. We've got the bonus section, and then to draw it all together in how I would personally do it. All right, bonus section that I promised you in the end, taxes and utilities. I've talked about this throughout some and some of the other parts of the video as well, but quick heads up, property taxes might be slightly lower in certain parts of Lexington, depending on the district. It's most of all of Columbia is in Richland County. Most all of Lexington is in Lexington County. Just whether you're in the city or the country, dependent. The utilities may be a little lower in Lexington. Also, in many of them, like the 2-acre property I showed you, you actually have septic and well, which take your utilities down even more. It's just something to factor in. Final take on both. Here's what I want you to remember. Now you can see the little gnats that are getting me a little bit. There are bugs here in Columbia and Lexington as well, but you get used to them and they're not as bad as you think they are. It's just because I'm sweating. It's 95 degrees today, feels like 105 with the humidity, but we talked about that in my weather video. Live in Lexington for the peace in the schools. work in Columbia for the hustle. You play in both, especially if you're on the lake. It's one of the reasons the Midlands are blowing up right now. Cost of living, and you can get all this from lake living to working downtown, all of that you can get with both. And if you're moving from out of town, this kind of flexibility is a huge win. Let's find the setup that actually fits your lifestyle, not someone else's checklist. It's got to be you, and I can help you with that. Still stuck on Columbia versus Lexington? I help people make this decision every single week. Let's find you the best of both worlds. Reach out, give me a call, text, email, set up a Zoom call with me. Let's go ahead and get you on something. Please share this video if it helps somebody else. Like I said, these are the two most searched keywords in all of my videos are Columbia and Lexington. I wanted to put this out here so that you know my personal preference, and what I told you I would give you toward the end is live in one of the suburbs, play in Columbia. All the nightlife on the Vista, in 5 Points, all of that is elsewhere. Now see, you can see my hair blowing. You can get this while you're here with the weather. It's still nice and cool in a lot of certain spots, especially if you're on the river, if you're out at the lake. You can have a blast no matter where you are in Columbia. Go ahead, subscribe, click that bell. I want to hear from everybody. I love talking to people like you every single day. Have a good one.